Hello, and welcome to our tutorials for working with Finesse Gadget Designer. In this tutorial, we're going to show you how to load dynamic data into a list or combo box using Java services. To start, we're going to drag a button, a list, and a combo box onto a frame that I've already placed on the canvas. For this demo, we're going to use a service that we've already created using a Java class, which was called showData, which refers to the showData method of our SQLite JDBC class. To know more details about this service, you can go through some previous tutorial videos that explains how to create these services, as well as how to use them to populate data into a data grid. So, we want to populate our list with employee names, but it needs to be done dynamically on the click of our button. We need to create a manual event, so go over to the Tools tab, double-click on Manual Event, and we'll create an event called Load Data, and click Add Item, and then Save. On button click, I'll add an action, which will be a fire event. Our event is a manual event, so we'll select our Load Data event, and then Save. Our list has to listen for that manual event to be fired, so we can set that up by adding an action while selecting the list. Then, we select Manual Event, make sure the trigger is Load Data, and we add the action Request Service. Over on the right, we select the type of service, Java service in this case, and our service name again was showData. Then click Save. The service returns the complete employee data to the spot we want, but we only want names to be displayed. To accomplish that, click on the list and scroll to the Advanced section of the property window. Here we have a label field property, which in our case is going to be name. Similarly, for the combo box, we only want to display a specific field as well. In this case, let's say address. Once the list receives the data from our Load Data service, we want that data to be triggered to display. So, add an action and choose Service Events. At the request of the data service, we want the list to execute the action Fill Data. Over here on the right, we need to specify that we're going to fill the data with the event data, and we'll type the name of the object in our filter key that corresponds with our Java class so the action knows what data it's going to use. Then click on Save. Similarly, we'll do the same thing for the combo box. We'll add an action, select our manual event Load Data as the trigger to execute the Request Service command, with the service being our Java service named showData. Then we'll save. Again, in the combo box, we need to fill the data when we receive the data from the service, so click Service Events and make sure the trigger is set to showData, which will execute the action Fill Data. And again, on the right, we want to specify that it will be receiving the event data, which according to our Java method is named data. Click Save. So, if we've done this properly, in the combo box, the address column should appear, and in the list, the name column should appear. Let's see if that's the case by saving and publishing, and refreshing our output window. And sure enough, we see all of our employee names are populated into the list. And if we click on the combo box, we see all of the addresses of the employees in our database. This is how we can use a list or a combo box to retrieve your data dynamically in any project in Finesse Gadget Designer. As always, thank you for watching.